Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ivy and today I'll be making pain de coco from the New World Sourdough book by Bryan Ford. This book is full of mouth-watering bread recipes and I love his baking style and how he encourages us to adapt to what we have at home and make it our own bread. The bread today is made with coconut milk, coconut oil, and shredded coconut, and is very different from any other bread I've ever made. And I hope you enjoy this video. Before we get started, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button below and leave me any comments if you like. Alright, let's get started. So for this recipe, you'll need to make a sourdough starter. You can make one with 50 grams of rye flour, 50 grams of water, 50 grams of yogurt with live culture in it, and a dash of honey. Mix them well together in a container and then just lightly cover it with a piece of plastic wrap. Now we're ready to build our levain. I call it a pre-dough to help our sourdough to rise. Mix together sourdough starter, bread flour, warm water, cover it and let it sit for 3 to 4 hours until it doubles in size. And these are all the ingredients you'll need to make our coconut bread today. In a bread maker, add the coconut milk, then add the water, then add the bread flour and the all-purpose flour, and then add the levain, add the shredded coconut, and I'm adding a little bit of instant dry yeast to help speed up the process. Now we can add the coconut oil, the salt, and the brown sugar. I have selected the dough setting, and I always like to monitor the first few minutes of mixing because I want to make sure that if the dough is too wet, then I can put more flour, and if it's too dry, I can add more water. Today I'm using the Panasonic SD-MDX100. I love this machine because it has so many settings and it can even make fresh mochi and red bean paste from scratch. It is awesome. The machine is super smart and it makes a perfect bread dough. So Panasonic is known for the yeast dispenser and also the automatic fruits and nuts dispenser. Now that the dough is ready for kneading, we'll put some flour on top of the dough so that it will be a little bit easier to get out of the bread basket. And we'll just put it on top of some flour and put some more flour on top of the dough, and we'll start to knead it. And we'll keep on kneading it until the dough feels stretchy and come together nicely in a ball. And now we want to weight the dough, and we will divide it into 4 equal parts, and we want to make sure that we keep them as closely and as evenly distributed as possible because that will ensure that the rolls will bake evenly. So I have prepared a square pan and I've put some oil on the bottom of the pan, and now I'm going to be shaping each one of the 4 little dough into a ball. When we're done shaping the dough, we're going to sprinkle some unsweetened shredded coconut on top of the dough, and we're now going to let it rest until it rises to about 80%. Because I make bread so often, I find myself cleaning flour off my workstation all the time, and it gets tiring, and so I developed a system where I would line a shallow wooden crate with bread linen and generously cover the linen with flour so that I can just work my dough inside the crate and use it over and over again. And there is no need for cleanup, and a shaker for flour is also very useful for shaping bread. Now that the dough had risen, we are now ready to put them into the oven. We'll bake them in a 375-degree oven for about 35 minutes. Oh, look at that. It is beautifully golden and it tears apart nicely. Super soft, so coconutty, and it just smells divine. Well, there you have it, pan de coco. I hope that you give this recipe a try. Thank you so much for watching today, and until next time, happy baking. I am going to be enjoying this while it's warm. Bye-bye.